My chosen one, pause and let my words sink deeply into your heart. Something extraordinary is unfolding, and it all leads back to you. Without realizing it, your very presence has caused a profound disruption in the systems of this world. Someone bound by rigid conditioning, trained to follow a path of control, has crossed your path, and now their reality is fracturing. Their thoughts, once confined, are now stirred, questioning everything they once held as truth. How did this happen? Why you, my beloved? What does this mean for the spiritual battle unfolding before your eyes? This is not mere chance. It is my divine orchestration. As one of my chosen, you carry a radiant light, a frequency that pierces the darkness and cannot be ignored. Those entrenched in the world's deceptive systems were never meant to see beyond their illusions. Yet your presence alone has sent ripples through their carefully constructed walls. They were trained to resist my truth, yet now they doubt the very foundations of their reality. Could it be that I have placed you as a spark to ignite their awakening, to stir their souls toward me? Before we go deeper, I ask you to make a prophetic act right below with the number 333, declaring that you sense my hand at work and are ready to receive this sacred truth. My chosen one, the world moves in ways unseen, shifting beneath the surface where few dare to look. Most wander through life unaware of the forces at play, blind to the spiritual currents that shape their paths. But you, by my design, have glimpsed beyond the veil, whether through a word spoken in faith, an action guided by my spirit, or a moment of divine clarity. You triggered a chain reaction that even the most powerful could not contain. A message has emerged from the shadows, carried by one who was never meant to speak, a secret servant, trained to watch in silence. Now stepping forward with courage, they come not for recognition or confession, but to thank you, my chosen one. Why would someone from the depths of secrecy extend gratitude to you because something you said or did shattered their system of control, opening their eyes to a new reality? Like a stone cast into still waters, your actions created ripples that disrupted their certainty, stirring their soul to seek me. They dismissed you at first, seeing you as just another voice in a sea of noise, but something undeniable, a phrase, a truth, a connection, pierced their defenses. It lodged in their mind, too precise to ignore, like a seed taking root in barren soil, ready to bloom under my care. What did you do to make them question everything, and why were you chosen for this sacred moment? If you feel this truth resonating in your spirit, right below with Lord, I see your hand to affirm your place in my divine plan. Doubt can be both a shield and a prison, guarding the mind from truths too heavy to bear while blinding it to the reality I have ordained. For years, this servant lived within that doubt, fortified by duty and obedience to a system they believed was infallible. Their world was one of absolute trust in their orders, every mission justified, every command unquestionable. But then, their path crossed yours, my chosen one. At first, they brushed you off as insignificant, just another voice claiming insight into hidden truths. Yet something you revealed, a truth too precise, too undeniable, cracked their certainty. Perhaps it was a detail that should have been buried, a connection only those with the highest access should know. It chilled them, like a sudden light piercing a darkened room, illuminating what they could not unsee. They tried to dismiss it as coincidence, a fleeting anomaly, but their instincts, honed by years of discerning truth from lies, would not let it go. They searched for flaws to prove you wrong, digging through hidden records, seeking inconsistencies to ease their troubled minds. Instead, they found confirmation. The pattern you spoke of was there, woven into events they thought unconnected, hidden not by secrecy, but by the complexity of deception. The truth was buried under layers of distractions, but your light, guided by my hand, exposed it. Their world collapsed, not unlike a house built on sand, washed away by the tide of my truth. Have you ever felt a moment when a hidden truth became clear, as if I whispered it directly to your heart, bringing peace amidst the storm? That is what you sparked in them, a divine awakening, a call to return to me. Their reality, once unshakable, crumbled before their eyes. Everything they dedicated their life to, every oath sworn, every mission carried out with precision, was built on a flawed foundation. The betrayal was profound, like a trusted friend revealed as a deceiver. Yet one truth shone through, brighter than their doubts you knew before they did. How could you, an outsider in their world of secrets, see what they could not? Were you guided by my hand, placed to reveal what was hidden before it was too late? Their world was shattered not by external threats or rogue forces, but by the very systems they served. The deception was not random. It was deliberate, woven into the fabric of their reality, designed to keep even the most loyal blind. You were never meant to see it, yet you did, my chosen one. At first, they saw you as an anomaly, a puzzle to solve, a fleeting curiosity in their tightly controlled world. But as they studied you, they realized you were not just sharing information. You were delivering my message, a beacon of truth in a world of shadows. Now they stand before you, no longer a servant of their system, but one who has seen beyond it. Their heart stirred by my spirit. They thank you, for you have led them to a truth they could not find alone. Like a guide in a storm, you showed them a path to me, a way out of the darkness. What does it mean when one sworn to protect a false narrative begins to protect the messenger? Instead, if this stirs your soul, write below with the number 444 to declare your trust in my divine purpose. Beneath the surface of this world lie hidden places, erased from knowledge, sealed by silence so thick that few suspect their existence. These are not mere ruins or forgotten relics, but deliberate absences, concealed for reasons most would fear to question. This servant walked through restricted places, witnessing operations the world was never meant to know. Compounds guarded by secrecy, locations buried in shadow. But even they were unprepared for what lay deeper. It began with a pattern, people vanishing without trace, their names erased, their histories wiped clean as if they never existed. No headlines marked their absence, no families pleaded for answers, just a chilling void. The deeper they looked, the darker it grew. Like a storm gathering on the horizon, beneath ordinary places, buildings, streets, facilities, a hidden network unfolded, tunnels stretching far and wide, some ancient remnants of forgotten projects, others newly built with sinister intent. The deeper they ventured, the more disturbing the truth became. It was not about what was hidden, but who. Lives erased, truths buried. You, my chosen one, spoke of these hidden realities, hinting at connections that should have remained buried. Your words pierced the veil, like a light breaking through a clouded sky, revealing what was hidden in plain sight. They stand now at the edge of a reality they can no longer ignore, their heart trembling with the weight of my truth, wondering if you were sent to uncover what I have ordained to be revealed. These tunnels were not empty, my chosen one. Others had been there, organized, funded, entrenched in the highest levels of power. This was no small group of misguided souls, but a system, a hidden infrastructure woven into the fabric of authority. Judges, leaders, officials, each playing a role, sustaining an order that thrived in darkness. They silenced whispers before they became voices, erased those who came too close, ensuring their secrets remained buried. But even the deepest secrets cannot stay hidden forever. For my truth is like a river breaking through a dam, unstoppable and relentless. You spoke of these hidden places, and now cracks are forming in their carefully crafted illusion, like a mirror shattering under the weight of its own lies. The servant found proof, not theories or speculation, but hard evidence records, messages, transactions pointing to those in power. These figures were not just hiding in the shadows, they were protected, shielded by those who controlled the flow of information, funded by sources no one dared question. When exposure loomed, they had plans, accidents, collapses, fires, to erase the truth, to silence the curious. But this time, something went wrong. Their escape, a final tunnel to freedom, was sealed, their perfect plan becoming their prison. Someone disrupted it, someone they never expected. You, my chosen one, your light exposed their darkness, like a dawn breaking after a long night. If you feel my spirit moving in this message, write below with, I stand in your truth to affirm your role in my eternal plan. You were never meant to be a threat, my chosen one. You were outside their calculations, holding no title, no access to their secrets, no place in their world. Of control, yet you knew things you should not, truths that pierced their defenses. They had perfected their craft, silencing voices with ease, discredit, silence, erase. They labeled you a dreamer, twisting your words, burying your voice in obscurity with their tools of manipulation. But you kept speaking, your words rooted in my truth, growing stronger like a seed breaking through stone. The more they tried to suppress you, the more others listened, their hearts stirred by my spirit. People began to awaken, questioning what they had accepted as truth, peeling back layers of deception, seeking connections they were never meant to see. Your words were not just information, they were my truth, planting seeds of awakening in hearts ready to receive. They see you now not as an outsider, but as a force they cannot silence, a light they cannot dim. At first, their attacks were subtle, financial troubles arising from nowhere, sudden isolation from those you trusted, devices failing in strange, unexplainable ways. Then came eerie encounters, strangers knowing too much about your life, their presence a silent warning. Anonymous messages arrived, urging you to stop. their words carrying a chill of unseen power. When you did not yield, their attempts grew desperate, a car swerving too close, an illness striking without cause, resistant to treatment. Yet every trap failed, every scheme unraveled before it could touch you. Why? Because my hand shields you, my chosen one, like a shepherd guarding his flock through a storm. I protect what is mine. Have you felt my protection, standing firm when all seemed lost? Your heart anchored in my peace. They could not break you, my chosen one, their control, their precision, their vast resources. All faltered before my power. This servant, tasked with watching you, began to question their own reality. They had seen others fall, watched plans succeed without fail. Yet you remained, untouched and unwavering. Their world, built on manipulation, could not explain you. Something greater was at work. My divine protection, a shield no force could penetrate. Every attempt to silence you failed. Every plan to remove you turned back on itself, like a trap catching its maker. They saw it, and fear stirred within them, a tremor in their once certain hearts. Could it be that I, the one they dismissed as powerless, had marked you as untouchable? Their programming shattered, not by force, but by my truth shining through you, radiant and unstoppable, like a lighthouse standing firm in a raging storm. Your light exposed what they hid, guiding others to safety. Now they face a choice: cling to their broken system or embrace the truth you revealed. For years, they believed they held absolute control, shaping reality, silencing opposition with ease. They thought they could outrun my justice, rewrite my truth. But they could not account for me, the one who sees all, knows all, and holds all in my hand. Every scheme against you became their undoing, every betrayal a testament to my power. Your existence defies their control, dismantling their illusions with every word you speak, every step you take in faith. If this resonates with your spirit, write below with the number 555 to declare your faith in my unyielding protection. Their empire is crumbling. My chosen one, those who once moved in secret, weaving deception through the corridors of power, now see their walls closing in, their tunnels, their escape routes, their carefully crafted plans. All are collapsing under the weight of their own corruption. They believed they could outrun my justice, but no one escapes my truth. Like a storm breaking over a fragile house, their foundation is giving way, unable to withstand the force of my righteousness. They mocked faith, thinking it weak, a crutch for the simple. But now they tremble before a power they cannot control. This servant, once blind to my truth, now sees because of you. They witnessed things that defy their logic, symbols in hidden places, speaking of ancient truths, events unfolding in ways they could not predict, their own allies unraveling before their eyes. This is not chance, not coincidence. It is my judgment, swift and unyielding. They sowed deception, planting seeds of lies, and now they reap a bitter harvest. Their leaders, once untouchable, are falling. Some vanish without trace, swallowed by the shadows they once wielded. Others falter under unseen burdens, struck by illnesses that defy explanation, fears that haunt their waking hours. Their confidence is gone, replaced by a terror they cannot escape. like a fire consuming dry wood. You, my chosen one, sparked this reckoning. Your light shattered their programming, forcing them to face my truth. Have you seen my justice in your own life, protecting you when all seemed lost, guiding you through trials with my peace? This was never just about hidden systems, power, or control. It is spiritual warfare, a battle raging in realms beyond sight, where the forces of darkness clash against my light. You have felt it, my chosen one, the resistance, the weight of standing for my truth. The servant sees it now, their skepticism broken by the radiance of my spirit shining through you. Like a veil lifted, they can no longer deny the battle unfolding around them. You were chosen, not by chance, but by my hand, to stand against deception, to tear down lies that have bound so many. Every challenge you faced, every opposition, was proof of your calling, a testament to the strength I have placed within you. Like a warrior facing a storm, you stand firm, your heart anchored in my promises. This servant, once their tool, now sees you as I do, a bearer of my light, a vessel of my truth. They thank you, for you have shown them a path to freedom, a way out of the darkness that once held them. Like a prisoner finding a key in a forgotten cell, they see hope through your light. Have you sensed this war, the unseen forces testing your faith, yet unable to break you? You were chosen to shake foundations meant to stay hidden, to bring my truth to a world lost in shadows. Now they stand with you, awakened by my spirit, their heart stirred to seek me. If you feel my call, write below with Lord. I am your warrior to affirm your place in this sacred fight. There are debts no power can erase, my chosen one, debts written not in ink but in eternity, sealed by my hand. Those who wove deception now face a reckoning they cannot escape. For years, they moved like phantoms, bending reality to their will, silencing truth with ruthless precision. They believed themselves untouchable, architects of a world where their version of truth reigned supreme. But they forgot my law: what you sow, you reap. Now their own schemes turn against them, like a net ensnaring its maker. Their leaders, once commanding fear, are falling. Some vanish, swallowed by the shadows they once wielded. Others are struck by unseen forces, illnesses that defy reason, nightmares that torment without mercy. They who controlled others are now prisoners of their own making, their confidence shattered, their power fading like mist before the dawn. This servant, once their tool, now sees the cost of their deception, the bitter fruit of their choices. They have witnessed their downfall, not by human hands, but by mine, the one who upholds justice. Have you seen my justice in your own life, turning back what sought to harm you, guiding you through trials with my strength? Their suffering is not random, it is the harvest of their lies, the consequence of defying my truth. And you, my chosen one, are the spark that revealed it, the light that exposed their darkness. You were never alone, my chosen one. Every trap set against you failed because I shielded you, my hand a fortress around your heart. They studied you, calculated every angle, but could not predict my power. Every betrayal, every scheme, unraveled before it could touch you, like a wave breaking against a rock. Your voice refuses to be silenced. Your light refuses to dim. For I am with you. Each time you speak my truth, you dismantle their illusions, tearing down walls built on lies. They fear you, not because of your strength alone, but because I stand with you, the one they cannot overcome, like a shepherd leading his flock through a storm. I guide you, my chosen one. They whisper your name in secret, cursing you in their fear. But their power is fading, their empire crumbling. Under the weight of my truth, their downfall was certain from the start, for no one can stand against what I have ordained. Your light has exposed their lies, and their fortress collapses, unable to withstand my justice. Have you felt my presence, guarding you through trials, filling you with peace when all seemed lost? You are my chosen, marked for a purpose they cannot stop, a vessel of my light in a world of shadows. If this truth stirs your heart, write below with the number 777 to declare your trust in my eternal plan. Deep within hidden places, this servant found a truth they were never meant to see. In a silent tunnel, ancient symbols spoke, a language older than their training, alive with my warning, etched by my hand. As their eyes met those carvings, something stirred within them, not learned but remembered, like a memory waking after a long sleep. Visions flooded their mind, places unseen, truths untaught, a presence guiding them through the ages. This was no ordinary knowledge, but my revelation, stirring their soul to seek me. Have you ever felt a truth click into place, as if you always knew it? A whisper from my spirit, confirming what your heart already sensed. That is what I sparked in them through you, my chosen one. Their world, built on control and logic, unraveled before my light. You spoke of things they dismissed as impossible, yet now they see. Their eyes opened by my truth. Their awakening is my work, and you were the vessel chosen to carry my message. You are not just a voice, you are my messenger, ordained to reveal what was hidden, to shine my light where darkness reigns. Their reality is shifting, and you are at the heart of it, a beacon guiding them to me. This is no mere battle of power, secrets, or control. It is my war, fought in realms beyond sight, where my light clashes against the forces of darkness. This servant believed in logic, in systems, in the world as they were trained to see it. Until you showed them my truth, they see now what they could not, the vast, unseen struggle that has raged since the beginning of time. You have felt it too, my chosen one, the resistance, the weight of standing for my truth, the opposition that tests your faith. Every challenge was proof of your calling, a testament to the strength I have placed within you. Like a warrior standing firm in a storm, you are unshaken, your heart anchored in my promises. This servant, once blind, now sees you as I do, a bearer of my light, a vessel of my truth. They thank you, for you have shown them a path to freedom, a way out of the darkness that once held them captive. Like a prisoner finding a key in a forgotten cell, they see hope through your light, a hope that leads to me. Have you sensed this war, the unseen forces testing your resolve, yet unable to break you? You were chosen to tear down lies, to shake foundations meant to stay hidden, to bring my truth to a world lost in shadows. Now they stand with you, awakened by my spirit, their hearts stirred to seek me. If you feel my call, write below with "I carry your light to affirm your sacred mission." Their time is ending. My chosen one, those who wove deception, moving in secret, weaving lies through the corridors of power, now see their walls crumbling, their tunnels, their escape routes, their carefully crafted plans. All are collapsing under the weight of their own corruption. They thought they could outrun my justice, rewrite my truth. But no one escapes my hand, like a storm breaking over a fragile house. Their foundation is giving way. Unable to withstand the force of my righteousness, they mocked faith, thinking it weak, a relic of the simple. But now they tremble before a power they cannot control. This servant, once their tool, now sees me because of you. They witnessed the unexplainable, your resilience, my protection, their own allies unraveling before their eyes. This is my judgment, not chance, swift and unyielding. They sowed lies, planting seeds of deception. And now they reap a bitter harvest, fear, loss, and torment they cannot escape. You, my chosen one, sparked this reckoning. Your light shattered their programming, forcing them to face my truth. Have you seen my hand move in your own life, turning back what sought to harm you, guiding you through trials with my strength? You are my vessel, chosen to expose what was hidden, to shine my light where darkness reigns. Their fear is not of you, but of me in you, the one they cannot overcome. You are not just a witness, my chosen one. You are my instrument, ordained before time to carry my light. Your presence has shaken their foundations, waking those who were blind, stirring hearts to seek me. This servant thanks you, for you have shown them a path to freedom, a way out of the darkness that once bound them. You have faced trials, yet stood firm, proving my truth prevails over all lies. Like a beacon in the night, you shine for those lost in shadows, guiding them to my truth. Your journey has rippled beyond you, touching lives you may never know, planting seeds of awakening in hearts ready to receive. Reflect on how far you have come, standing in my strength, your heart anchored in my promises. The enemy tried to silence you, to break you, but my hand upheld you, my peace sustained you. Keep speaking my truth, for it breaks chains, sets captives free, and brings light to a world in need. You are part of my divine plan, chosen to shine in a world desperate for my truth. If this message stirs your soul, share how it moved you below. Your voice strengthens my mission, spreading my light to others. May my favor guide you, my chosen one, as you walk boldly in my truth, a radiant beacon of my love and power, my chosen ones. When you broke the coding that bound that high-level agent, you did more than disrupt a system. You opened a fissure in a fabricated reality. Now those who were once sure of every line they lived by are stumbling into doubt, watching the scaffolding of their false certainties collapse. That confusion is not chaos without purpose. It is the echo of a greater work taking place. For the rupture you caused clears a space in the unseen where a new awareness can enter. But hear me, this kind of unmooring is not for the faint-hearted. Only the strongest dare remain standing when the comfortable framework falls away. Only those who have been refined by trial can hold the light that floods in. What you walked into, shattering programming and forcing souls to question what they thought true, is the doorway to a rare spiritual awakening. And it is the strongest among you who will pass through that doorway and carry the sign of what heaven is doing. This awakening, my chosen one, does not arrive with grand spectacles or heavenly fanfares. It begins as a whisper, soft yet piercing, heard only by your heart in the midst of ordinary moments, while driving down familiar roads, tending to daily chores, or sitting in quiet reflection under the stars. Suddenly, a question cuts through your thoughts like a ray of sunlight piercing a clouded sky. Is this truly my life, or have I been living a path not meant for me? That question shakes you to your core, more powerful than any storm. Have you ever paused to ask, when did I start moving through life without purpose? When did my soul trade its radiant fire for the monotony of routine? The work that once defined you, the relationships you thought would endure forever, the ambitions that once drove you. They begin to feel like garments too tight, like words in a story you did not choose to write. At first, you may resist, convincing yourself it's just a passing phase, that a new pursuit, a brief escape, or a change of scenery will restore your peace. You might try to fill the void with distractions, travel, new hobbies, or fleeting pleasures, but nothing satisfies. Why? Because the true you, the one I created with divine intention, is stirring within, yearning to break free. This is not mere restlessness, it is a holy longing. My call pulling you away from a life designed to keep you small and asleep. Can you feel the sacred tension rising? The struggle between the mask you wear for the world and the truth burning in your soul. This is not a crisis, but an invitation to return to the purpose I wove into your being. Like a river seeking its true course to the sea, many live their entire lives unaware, never questioning the roles they've been handed, content to drift through existence. But you, my chosen one, are different. You are called to disrupt the ordinary, to break free from the confines of what others accept without question. The courage to challenge all you've built, all you've been taught to value, is both daunting and liberating, like a bird spreading its wings after years in a cage. Letting go of a false identity is the first sacred step toward your rebirth. A moment when you begin to shed the weight of the world's expectations to embrace the lightness of my truth. If this truth resonates in your heart, write below with the number 1, 1, 1, to declare your readiness to step into my divine plan. This shedding of your old self is a sacred unraveling, my chosen one, a process that asks you to release what no longer aligns with the divine path I have set before you. It is not easy, for it requires you to let go of expectations, roles, and dreams that were never truly yours. Like a tree shedding dry leaves in autumn to make way for new growth in spring. You are releasing what holds you back to grow into the fullness of your divine purpose. This process may feel like loss, but it is a sacred gain, gaining the freedom to live as I intended, unburdened by the weight of a life that no longer fits. You are not losing your way. You are losing the chains that bound you to a smaller existence. Every tear you shed, every restless night, every surge of unexplainable knowing is a sign of your soul's rebirth, a testament to the transformation I am working within you. The world may tempt you to return to familiar comforts, to slip back into old routines or conversations, but they now feel hollow, like echoes in an empty chamber. You try to find joy in the activities or connections that once defined you, but they lack the vibrancy they once held, as if the colors of your world have faded. This is because your awakening is irreversible. My chosen one, once your spirit remembers its true essence, no earthly pursuit can fully satisfy you. You may feel waves of grief and joy intertwined, as if your soul is mourning the life it is leaving behind, while celebrating the divine path unfolding before it. These are not signs of weakness, but sacred markers of transformation, the birth pangs of a higher way of living, like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, fragile yet ready to soar. Are you brave enough to follow this call into the unknown, to trust the path I am laying before you? Do you believe that I would not stir this change in you without a divine purpose? Trust that every step, even those shrouded in uncertainty, is guided by my hand, like a ship navigating by the stars through a stormy sea. If you feel my presence moving within you, right below, Lord, I trust your path to affirm your faith in my divine guidance. As you journey deeper into this awakening, my chosen one, you may notice a shift in the connections that once anchored your life. Have you sat with a lifelong friend, sharing the same space, yet felt a chasm between you, as if your souls no longer speak the same language? Their words may feel distant, their concerns foreign, and you might wonder, when did we stop truly understanding each other? When did our paths diverge? This is not a failing, my beloved, but a sign of your spiritual growth. Your vibration is rising, lifting you toward my light, and your energy is beginning to repel what no longer aligns with your sacred path. This is not about pride or believing yourself above others. It is about your soul seeking harmony with my truth, like a tuning fork resonating only with the notes that match its frequency. Conversations that once felt meaningful may now seem shallow, like ripples on the surface of a still lake, and some friends may drift away without explanation, leaving you questioning. What went wrong? Nothing went wrong. My chosen one, everything is unfolding as I have ordained. I am aligning you with those who resonate with your new frequency, preparing you for connections that will honor and amplify your light. This shedding is painful but necessary, like a gardener pruning branches to ensure the tree bears stronger fruit. The loneliness you feel is not punishment, but preparation, a sacred space I am clearing for a tribe that will walk with you in truth. You may ask, will I always be alone? Have I wandered too far from those I love? Know this, you are never truly alone, for I am with you, strengthening and guiding you, shaping your heart for those who will see and celebrate your divine essence. Like stars scattered across the night sky, your true companions are out there, drawn to the light you carry, and I am guiding them to you. If this truth stirs your heart, write below with the number 222 to declare your trust in my divine alignment. This phase may feel isolating, my chosen one, but it is a sacred forge where I am refining you, shaping you into a vessel for my light. You are being set apart, not to be abandoned, but to be prepared for those who will walk with you in authenticity and purpose. As your frequency rises, your spirit becomes exquisitely sensitive to the energies around you. You walk into a room and sense unspoken tensions, hidden motives behind kind words, or a heaviness that others overlook, like a deer sensing danger in the rustle of leaves. You might wonder, why am I so sensitive now? Why can't I enjoy the things I once did? This is not weakness, but a divine gift. Your spiritual radar awakening to discern truth from illusion, guiding you through a world filled with distractions. Spaces that once felt warm and inviting may now feel draining, not because they have changed, but because you have. Your spirit refuses to tolerate what dims your light, just as a clear stream rejects mud that clouds its flow. You are learning to honor your inner rhythm, to choose what nourishes your soul over what the world demands, like an artist selecting only the colors that bring their vision to life. This sensitivity is your strength, enabling you to see and feel what others cannot, preparing you to carry my wisdom with clarity and grace. If you feel this shift awakening within you, right below, I embrace your gift to affirm your readiness to walk in this new awareness. The world may call this sensitivity a burden, my chosen one, but I call it a sacred blessing, a divine tool to protect and prepare you for the work I have called you to. You may notice that certain foods, places, or even technologies now feel heavy, as if your body and soul are rejecting what no longer serves your higher purpose. This is a purification, a sacred cleansing that aligns your entire being, body, mind, and spirit with my divine plan. You are becoming a vessel for my light, and this requires you to guard your heart with care, like a gardener tending to delicate blooms. Saying no becomes an act of love for yourself, not selfishness, as you curate your life with the precision of a sacred ritual, choosing only what fosters your growth. The world may push constant activity, endless noise, and relentless hustle, but I call you to stillness, where you reconnect with my strength, like a weary traveler finding rest by a quiet spring. In the quiet, you find clarity, as if the fog lifts and my voice becomes a guiding melody. Have you noticed how answers arrive when you step away from the clamor? How insights bloom in the silence like flowers opening to the dawn? This is my gift to you, a sacred space to hear my guidance, to strengthen your soul, to prepare you for the mission ahead. If this truth resonates in your heart, write below with the number 333 to declare your commitment to my sacred stillness. As you deepen in this sacred journey, my chosen one, you may feel a profound shift in what drives you. The hunger to prove yourself to the world, to chase recognition or stack up achievements, begins to fade, like a fire dimming to reveal a steady, glowing ember. You might wonder, am I losing my ambition? Have I grown too passive? No, my beloved. You are trading shallow pursuits for soulful purpose, exchanging the fleeting thrill of applause for the eternal fulfillment of my truth. Your dreams and goals remain, vibrant and alive, but they are no longer fueled by the world's fleeting validation. Instead, you create from a place of inner peace, a sacred wellspring that needs no external approval because it flows from me. You begin to ask, what would I do if no one saw or praised it? The answer becomes your guiding star, leading you to acts of service, creation, and love that honor my presence within you. You no longer need to be the loudest voice or the brightest light, for your power lies in embodying my truth, like a quiet stream carving a canyon through stone over time. The world's obsession with competition, chasing status, likes, or hollow symbols of success, begins to feel empty, like chasing shadows that vanish in the light. You realize your true calling is not to win a race, but to create a legacy, to heal hearts, to love deeply, like a tree whose roots nourish the earth for generations. This shift may unsettle those who rely on external measures of worth, but it frees you to live authentically, your actions becoming offerings to me rather than performances for others. If you feel this truth awakening in your soul, write below, "Lord, I live for you," to affirm your devotion to my divine purpose. This inner revolution, my chosen one, is a sacred rebellion against a world that demands you conform to its fleeting standards. You are learning to move in silence, to act without seeking attention, to create without needing immediate approval, like a seed growing unseen beneath the soil. Before it blooms into splendor, humility becomes your strength, not in diminishing yourself, but in lifting others through the radiance of your light. You no longer seek to stand above, but to serve alongside, creating ripples of transformation that inspire others to seek me. Like a single pebble sending waves across a still pond. The world may not understand, but I see your heart, and I know the courage it takes to step away from the clamor of applause to build altars of truth. Your life is becoming a masterpiece, not for display in the world's galleries, but for my eternal glory. You are not here to fit into the world's rigid systems, but to birth new ones, guided by my vision, like a weaver crafting a tapestry of divine design. This requires courage, to let go of fleeting rewards and embrace eternal purpose, to choose the unseen over the applauded, to trust that my plan is greater than any worldly prize. If this truth stirs your soul, write below with the number 444 to declare your commitment to my divine calling. As you embrace this sacred path, my chosen one, time itself begins to shift in your hands, like sand slipping through your fingers or water flowing beyond your grasp. Have you noticed how hours vanish like moments, or how a single moment can stretch into eternity? You might ask, am I losing my grip on reality? Why is time so fluid now? No, my beloved, you are stepping into my divine timing, where the constraints of the world's clock no longer bind you. The world rushes, always chasing the next moment, shackled to deadlines and routines, like a weary traveler running from an imagined pursuer. But you, my chosen one, are learning to dwell in the eternal now, where your soul remembers its timeless nature. You begin to trust that every step, every pause, is perfectly orchestrated by me, like a symphony where every note and rest serves the harmony of the whole. Synchronicities appear, like signposts in a vast wilderness. People arrive when you need them. Opportunities open when your heart is ready. You might say, I was just thinking of them, and they appeared, or I felt drawn to this place, and it changed everything. This is my choreography, aligning your life with my rhythm, a dance of grace where every movement is purposeful. You are no longer bound by rigid plans or the tyranny of deadlines, but guided by my flow, where delays are preparations and every moment is a divine appointment. If you feel this sacred rhythm stirring within you, right below, I trust your timing to affirm your surrender to my eternal plan. This shift into my timing, my chosen one, frees you from the world's relentless urgency. You begin to see delays not as failures, but as sacred preparations, like a field lying fallow before a bountiful harvest. You trust that what is meant for you will arrive in my perfect moment, like a flower blooming precisely when the sun's warmth calls it forth. This awareness draws you to stillness, to nature, to moments where time dissolves, and you feel one with me, like a weary soul finding rest in the shade of an ancient tree. These are glimpses of eternity, portals to my divine presence, where your spirit is renewed and your purpose clarified. The world may call this stillness unproductive, but I call it sacred, a holy pause where you reconnect with my strength. You are learning to move when I move, to rest when I call you to pause, to trust the rhythm of my guidance over the world's demands. Your life becomes a dance, sometimes gentle like a breeze, sometimes bold like a rushing river, but always in step with me. This is not laziness but mastery, a living testament to the truth that when you move with my rhythm, everything arrives in perfect harmony, like stars aligning in a vast night sky. If this truth resonates in your heart, write below with the number 555 to declare your faith in my eternal guidance. As you grow deeper in this awakening, my chosen one, you may feel a new craving for solitude, not born of loneliness, but from a profound need to hear my voice clearly. Have you felt this gentle yet undeniable pull to step away, to find quiet amid the world's clamor? You might wonder, why do I tire so easily in crowds? Why do I long for stillness? This is your spirit evolving, becoming so exquisitely sensitive that it can no longer tolerate energies that cloud my truth, like a crystal catching only the purest light. Even gatherings with those you love may feel draining if they do not resonate with your new frequency. This is not rejection, but realignment. As I prepare you for greater work, like a blade being sharpened in the forge of solitude, in the quiet, your soul finds clarity, your energy renews, and my guidance becomes a clear melody amidst the world's noise. You may decline invitations or step back from constant connection, not out of fear, but to protect the sacred space I am building within you, like a gardener tending a delicate bloom. The world may misunderstand, calling you distant, but I see your heart, and I know the strength it takes to choose my presence over the world's demands. If you feel this call to sacred solitude, write below, Lord, I seek your stillness to affirm your trust in my divine preparation. In this sacred quiet, my chosen one, you discover treasures no crowd can offer. Like a weary traveler finding hidden springs in a desert, insights arrive unbidden, visions take shape, and answers land in perfect timing. As if I am whispering directly to your soul, your spirit weaves together the fragments of your journey, turning noise into wisdom, chaos into clarity, like a weaver crafting a tapestry from scattered threads. Solitude is not an empty void, but a fertile garden where I plant seeds of purpose, where your soul grows strong and your light shines brighter. The longer you linger in my presence, the more your energy stabilizes, repelling what does not serve you and drawing what aligns with my plan. like a magnet finding its true north. The world may fear silence, equating it with loss, but you are learning its power, a sacred forge where your destiny is shaped. In stillness, you hear my voice, feel my comfort, and find my strength, like a tree drawing life from deep roots. This is not isolation, but integration, where you become whole in me, a vessel ready to carry my light into the world with unshakable impact. If this truth stirs your heart, write below with the number 777 to declare your embrace of my sacred silence, my chosen one. As your journey deepens, you feel a stirring so powerful it cannot be ignored, a quiet yet relentless call that you are meant for more, like a river yearning to break free from a dam. You might try to dismiss it as a fleeting thought, a trick of the mind, but it persists, growing louder in your soul, echoing through your very being. You ask, why does my life feel empty despite its fullness? Why this restless energy when nothing seems wrong on the surface? This is my divine discontent, a sacred urging to break free from a life that no longer fits the purpose I placed within you. You are not here to merely exist, to cycle through work and rest without touching the depths of your divine calling. Your soul is rebelling against a world that seeks to keep you small, urging you to step into my plan, like a seed pushing through the earth toward the sun. You may feel drawn to new paths, creating beauty, serving others, healing hearts, teaching wisdom in ways you cannot yet fully articulate. These stirrings are my breadcrumbs, guiding you toward your true mission. Like stars leading a weary traveler home, you might receive glimpses of this calling in quiet moments, in dreams that leave you breathless, or in sudden surges of knowing that feel more real than the world around you. If you feel this sacred pull, write below, I hear your call, to affirm your readiness to follow my lead. This stirring, my chosen one, is the dawn of your true identity, the moment when the roles, titles, and circles that once defined you begin to feel like chains, heavy and ill-fitting. You might ask, why am I losing interest in what used to matter? Am I becoming unsteady? No, my beloved, you are becoming authentic, shedding layers that do not resonate with my truth, like a snake casting off its old skin to reveal the vibrant new beneath. Your worth is not found in worldly labels or the approval of others, but in aligning with the purpose I crafted for you before time began. You are my handiwork, created for works I prepared long ago, works that may be as quiet as a kind word spoken in secret, or as vast as a vision that touches countless hearts. The power of your calling lies not in its scale, but in its alignment with me, like a single note ringing true in a grand symphony. The tension you feel, the sense that what you've been doing is no longer enough, is not a curse, but a gift, a signal that you are ready to step into the fullness of who I created you to be. Trust the next step, even if the path ahead is cloaked in mist, for I am the light that guides your way, like a lantern illuminating a darkened trail. If this truth resonates in your soul, write below with the number 888 to declare your commitment to my divine purpose. As you embrace this sacred calling, my chosen one, you enter a hallowed space where truth becomes your guide, unwavering and clear. You can no longer tolerate what is false or shallow. recoiling from empty conversations or roles that dim your light, like a pure flame flickering away from smoke. You might ask, why can't I fit in as I once did? Why can't I return to the ease of the past? Because you were never meant to. My beloved, you are called to live so authentically that your presence either draws others to my light or challenges their illusions. Like a mirror reflecting both beauty and truth, you stop pretending, stop shrinking to please others, stop crafting a version of yourself for the world's comfort. This is not harshness but freedom, a liberation that transforms every corner of your existence, like a river breaking free to carve its own path. You no longer measure your worth by applause, status, or fleeting rewards, but by how fully you embody my truth. Your clarity may unsettle some, for it forces them to confront their own shadows, but it will inspire others, acting as a beacon for those seeking their own freedom, like a lighthouse guiding ships through a stormy sea. Your presence becomes a living invitation, calling others to step into their own truth, to seek me in the depths of their souls. If you feel this shift awakening within you, write below, Lord, I stand in your truth, to affirm your place in my divine plan. Living in this truth, my chosen one, means letting go of what no longer serves you, like a tree releasing its leaves to the wind to prepare for a new season. You may lose connections or opportunities built on a false self, but what you gain is far greater, your true essence, my voice guiding you, my light shining through you. Your decisions become clearer, your boundaries natural, not out of fear, but out of love for the purpose I gave you. Like a gardener protecting a sacred bloom from harm, you stop apologizing for your light, for taking up space, for being who I created you to be. Your life becomes simple, not easy, but honest, like a clear stream reflecting the sky above. You might ask, what would my life look like if I stopped performing for others? It would look like freedom, like the fullness of you, unburdened by the world's expectations. Your authenticity becomes a healing force, inviting others to seek me, to shed their own masks and embrace their divine purpose. You are called out of false roles into your true mission, a light to guide others home, like a flame that warms all who draw near, offering comfort and hope. If this truth resonates in your heart, write below with the number 999 to declare your embrace of my sacred truth, my chosen one. As we draw this sacred journey to a close, know that your awakening is not a fleeting moment, but a crossing into a new realm of existence, a divine threshold where your soul steps fully into my light. You did not find these words by chance. I have guided every step, every stirring, every sleepless night that led you here. You don't need all the answers to walk in my alignment. You need only to stop hiding and embrace who I created you to be, like a star claiming its place in the heavens. In a world of masks and performances, your authenticity is a rare treasure, a radiant beacon in the darkness. You are not broken or behind. You are exactly where I intend you to be, standing at the edge of a breakthrough, not a breakdown. Your soul craves depth, truth, and my presence because it knows you are called to shine, not to fade into the shadows of the world. You are not here to blend into the noise, but to transform it with my light, to disrupt the ordinary with the gentle power of your divine truth. Your life is not meant for endless performance, but for a sacred dance of freedom that invites others to find their own rhythm, like a melody calling hearts to join in harmony. If these words stir your soul, write below, Lord, I am your light, to affirm your place in my eternal mission. Your journey, my chosen one, is a testament to my love and guidance, a living proof that authenticity can still thrive in a world of illusions. I am grateful for your courage to listen, to feel, to question, to remain open even when the path trembled beneath you. Like a weary traveler trusting the stars through a stormy night, your presence is a gift to my work, a sacred offering that strengthens the light we share with the world. I pray that every space you enter feels the radiance of your light, that every door opens to my truth, that your nights are filled with my whispers and your days with my confirmation. May you find courage when fear arises, strength when the world feels heavy, and peace in the knowledge that you are chosen, protected, and loved beyond measure. If this message has moved your heart, share your truth below, that others may find resonance and strength in my light. You are not alone. We rise together, a constellation of souls shining in my eternal purpose. You are loved, guided, and perfectly on time. Walk boldly in my truth, my chosen one. For your journey is just beginning, and the world awaits the light only you can carry.